Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about 3 stocks to watch for February 2020. Don't forget to smash that like button below and comment and like this video. That really helps me out. Welcome back. So I know what you guys are probably all thinking. He's finally going to talk about Tesla. I am actually not going to be doing that, but congratulations to all you Tesla stockholders. The stock has been absolutely on fire. I just am still cautious about it, but congratulations to you guys. You guys are making a lot of money. Stay in, I guess. Be long term. As you guys know, I am not a certified financial advisor. This is just a hobby of mine. And so today I'm looking into 3 stocks that I'm watching and maybe eventually buying. I'm a long-term investor and I usually invest in ETFs, index funds, mutual funds, spread across 4 categories: growth, growth in income, aggressive growth, and international. Occasionally I look into single stocks like I am today if I believe there's a good value for them. So let's get into our first stock. Our first stock is Apple. This is a stock I had to watch for January 2020. And I am just going to continue to be interested in this stock, which is why I'm going to showcase it first. So let's highlight a few things in this stock. First, we're looking at Apple, as I've said, and so the stock price as of February 1st, 2020 is $308.03 per share. This is a growth and quarterly dividend stock, meaning that we're looking for the value of the stock to grow. And it does pay a quarterly dividend. It gives you a payment every 3 months. The market cap is basically how much this company is worth, and right now the company's market cap is $1,354.25 billion. The PE ratio is next. I'll get into more about what a PE ratio is and how it's used to analyze a stock, but the PE ratio for Apple is 25 times, and so basically anytime I'm looking at stocks, I'm looking for that number personally to be between 15 and 25 times. Annual dividend is $3.08. So what that means is that if I own the stock for a year, it's going to pay me $3.08 in a dividend, a payment, on top of the growth that it might have. And that, based on how much the stock is worth, that is almost 1%. The ex-dividend date, as you can see, it's going to be making that payment. So if I own that stock on 2/7/2020, then I'm going to get a quarter of that $3.08. That I will actually get paid that money on 2/13/2020. That will roll into my account. So anytime you're seeing the ex-dividend date, that's when you know you're going to get that they're going to count you as owning the stock, and then you actually get paid on 2/13/2020 for this stock. You can look this information up very easily online. The sector for Apple is information technology. So I'm sure that if you watched the video from January, you know I kind of highlighted some of their products, some of the things that they are selling, their services. So I'll just kind of highlight those again. If you've probably used an Apple computer, their laptops, their iPads, iPhones, Apple Watches, AirPods. They have streaming music and video services. Essentially, this company gets you hooked on their product, and they keep you wanting the latest and greatest of what they have to offer, which is working really well for them. Let's now take a look at what this stock has done over the last 3 months. You can see it is up 19% or $50. If you look at the 1 year, you can see it's up $141 or 85%. And if you look at the last 5 years, it's up 170% or $194. You can see this stock has just been absolutely on fire. More recently, it has taken a slight downturn these last couple weeks with the coronavirus going on. Obviously, China and Apple is in China, and everywhere in the country and outside of the country. And so they are, taking a hit, but a lot of the stock market's taking a hit right now with this scare. I do think this is going to blow over, but it's just something to think about. It could present a good buying opportunity too for this company. After taking a look at their earnings report, Apple also had a great earnings report. Expectations on growth look great. They reported great earnings recently here as well, and so that also is a very positive thing for this company. Apple continues to be innovative. They have iPhone 12 coming out this year. They have a which is going to be 5G capable. They also are supposedly releasing a new wireless charging pad, which some other companies have already done, but that'll be interesting to see how that all plays out with Apple. So that is my first stock to watch, Apple. So my second stock to watch for February 2020 is Berkshire Hathaway. That's ticker symbol BRK.B. Maybe you've never heard of this company. If you haven't, this is a company that is owned and ran by one of the most prolific investors of our time, one of the most wealthiest people currently still living, Warren Buffett. As I said, his net worth is close to $90 billion. Let's take a look at Berkshire Hathaway from a closer perspective. The stock price as of February 1st, 2020 is $224.31 per share. As I've already said, this is a Warren Buffett large cap stock. It's a very large company. The market cap is $548.74 billion. The PE ratio, very nice at 20.98 times. The annual dividend and yield, this is very interesting because Warren Buffett is known for being a dividend king, essentially. He loves dividend stocks. And you can see that I have it empty because owning this stock does not pay a dividend. He owns a lot of companies inside of this company, and any type of dividend money that is earned, he reinvests it into the company. So you might be thinking, well, then why would I want this company? But essentially what he's able to do is he's able to have cash on hand to then buy more ownership in other companies. The sector is financials. Here's what Berkshire Hathaway has done over the last 3 months. They're up 3%. In the last year, it's up 8%. And in the last 5 years, it's up 50%. Let's take a closer look at some of the ownership inside of this company. You can see Amazon, American Airlines, American Express, Apple, Bank of America, Costco, Delta Airlines, skipping along, General Motors, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Johnson & Johnson, the Coca-Cola Company, the Kraft Heinz Company, continuing Southwest Airlines, MasterCard, Moody's, M&T Bank, Procter & Gamble, PNC Financial Services, Phillips 66, Red Hat, Sirius Holdings, continuing, I'm not going to name them all, Teva, United Continental Holdings, UPS, US Bancorp, Visa, Verizon, Wells Fargo. When you see all these companies, mainly it's just part ownership of these companies, but there are some companies like take Geico Insurance where there's full ownership within Berkshire Hathaway. And just taking a look at that ownership a little closer, if you kind of want to know what makes up the biggest part of the portfolio, what sector, banking makes up 50% of the portfolio. Information technology makes up 25%, consumer staples 15%, and then transportation and communication part of the sector makes up 4% respectively. So why Berkshire Hathaway? That's a question that a lot of people ask. There's actually a recent study about what stocks millennials are buying, and actually a lot of millennials are interested in Berkshire Hathaway. I think that came in the top 10 of that study. And so Warren Buffett obviously is staying with the times. He's incorporating a lot of newer stocks like Apple and Amazon. He's added that to the portfolio along with some of those consumer staples that provide a lot of dividend income. Many analysts also believe that this is one of the safer stocks to have and own in a portfolio in the event of a downturn in the economy. Berkshire Hathaway reports earnings on February 21st, so it'll be interesting to see if they beat expectations, and also kind of just to see what the outlook for the company, maybe what might be added to the portfolio here in the next couple months. So Berkshire Hathaway is my stock number 2 for February 2020. My third stock to watch for February 2020 is Disney, ticker symbol DIS. This seems to be a common theme for today and for the entire stock market, but Disney has been on fire as of recently, but the last 2 weeks once again has taken a beating on Disney, as they have stakes across the world internationally, and traveling has been in effect, and so this stock has started to tumble a little bit in the wake of coronavirus. Here's what Disney has done over the last 3 months. They're up 3%. Over the last year, Disney's up 25%. And over the last 5 years, it's up 46%. Now let's take a quick look at the fundamentals for Walt Disney Company. The Walt Disney Company, the stock price as of February 1st, 2020 is $138.48 per share. As I have it just below that, it's a growth stock, and it's also pays a semi-annual dividend. So 2 times a year, this company pays a payment or a dividend to shareholders. The market cap is $249 billion. The PE ratio is 20 times. Also another area that I like. The annual dividend is $1.76, so each payment would be half of that, since it's paid out twice a year. The dividend yield on that is 1.28%. So Apple and Disney both don't pay a huge dividend, but it's at least nice to have that along with the growth. If you look, the ex-dividend date, that was on 12/13/2019, and the next dividend date is going to be 7/16/2020. This is in the communication services sector. Disney is known worldwide for so many things, nationally, internationally, from movies to shows to theme parks, toys, networks, and now streaming services with Disney Plus. Coming up this week in early February, they're going to be coming out with their earnings report, so I'm definitely going to be interested in the growth that they've had, especially with Apple Plus coming out in November. It's been out for 3 months, and it had a great start, so I'm interested to see if that trend continued from their recently reported numbers around Thanksgiving time. 2019 proved to be quite the roller coaster ride for the Disney stock, but ultimately the stock gained over 30%, so not a bad year. I am very bullish on Disney, and am anticipating a very intriguing earnings report this upcoming week. Disney is my third stock to watch for February 2020. So there you have it. These are my 3 stocks to watch for February 2020. That's Apple and Berkshire Hathaway and Disney. As I always say, do your own research. If you don't know anything about investing, I'd love to talk to you. Also, you should seek the advice of a certified financial advisor anytime you're looking to buy something that you really haven't done your own research for, or don't really know what you're doing, but maybe you have some money available. As always, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And just remember, it's that simple.